Well, the News9 Global Summit, the countdown has already begun. We're through with our curtain raiser in Berlin, and right now it's taking place in Munich at the Hilton, and of course in association with the Indian Consulate and the Export Club Bayern. Now, what's interesting is that my colleague and News9's executive editor Krishna Kumar had a fireside chat with the Consul General in Munich, Sri Shatrughna Sinha. Take a look at that conversation real quick.
I'm going to invite somebody very special to the stage, and that is none other than Sri Shatrughna Sinha, Consul General for India's Consulate in Munich. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for Sri Shatrughna Sinha. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you for being with us here. Thank you for being a part of this. It's wonderful to have you over here. Guten Abend, as it's said over here. It's the right time for Guten Abend, right? Post 5 p.m. So, so thank you so much. Namaste, Swagat. Thank you for being here. India-Germany partnership, the trade partnership alone, just for some numbers, crossed the $30 billion mark just recently. And that's not even the biggest number we can do. There's so much more that can be done. Where do you think lies the untapped potential?
Well, the potential is indeed untapped, but what I must tell you is the interest on both sides is very high. And the fact that an Indian television network is doing its second global summit here in Germany, that is an indication of the Indian interest. But at the same time, from the German side, in my own role as the Consul General of India here in South Germany, I see so much excitement about India. And for example, this event being organized in collaboration with the Export Club Bayern, that shows the interest from the German side. And I think a lot of potential will be untapped, especially once we reach the India-EU FTA. That is, there is a lot of commitment on both sides, and the negotiations are going on relentlessly, I must say. Hopefully, once that gets concluded. But having said that, I think, of course, manufacturing remains a key strength of Germany, and we want to take a lot of German companies to India for Make in India. But at the same time, especially in South Germany, there is a lot of innovation coming out in AI, in semiconductors, in biotechnology, and these are the sectors which I feel have a lot of potential. Aerospace and defense, in the last 4 or 5 years, German companies based out of especially this region have really done very well, and I think they are also looking at India as a big market. But of course, we have our own interest in collaborating with them, working with them, technology sharing, joint research, co-production, co-development. So I think there are a number of things I can narrate, but the potential is immense.
The potential is immense, absolutely. Just one more in a point I wanted to add on. Both countries have a great commitment towards clean energy and sustainability. That's another important area of cooperation to look forward to, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think Germany really had put its attention on clean energy way back, probably much before than many other countries in the world focused on it. And India and Germany have a green and sustainable development partnership. German development assistance is also focused on green partnership, and there is a lot of focus on that. Also, we have national we are collaborating in green hydrogen area, and I think that also has an immense intensity, because there's a lot of focus, especially in this part, on green hydrogen, clean hydrogen, and there the objective is of course to bring down the cost. And once India and Germany collaborate, we will bring in competitiveness not only for both the countries but also for the whole world in the hydrogen sector. A few minutes back, I was talking about one of the battery technology companies pairing up with a German renewable energy company. Some of the innovation which is already there, if we are able to connect them with Indian companies which are again building up their capacities, I think we will be able to build up very resilient supply chains in clean energy. So that is one area which I would really encourage our German partners to look at.
Oh, absolutely. This platform is all about ensuring the right messages sent out to the right partners. Mr. Shatrughna Sinha, I also wanted to talk about the state level connect. Always, when you talk about two countries coming together, that point about individual states having great cooperation is often forgotten. And India and Germany, in that sense, has been fantastic. You have the state of Bavaria, which has had a relationship with the state of Karnataka in India since the year 2007, and even the neighboring state of Baden-Württemberg has seen a decade-long partnership with the state of Maharashtra in India.
So state-level partnerships are really, they provide a lot of strength to our bilateral relationship. And fortunately, both India and Germany have similar federal structures, so that makes it easy. Speaking from Munich, talking about the Bavaria-Karnataka partnership, I think there's a lot of comfort on both sides in working with each other. There are frequent high-level visits, and while this state partnership is already 10 years old, this year we also had a renewed MOU signed between the two states, focusing on new areas of smart cities, AI, biotech, and semiconductors. There are a lot of Bavarian companies which are already present in Karnataka, especially in manufacturing in and around Bangalore, but elsewhere as well. The German software giants like SAP are already there, so are companies like Siemens. So of course the commercial relationship is very strong, but this political signaling, the support from the government, I think that provides a lot of comfort. This year, Mr. President Soder was supposed to visit Bangalore as well, but unfortunately he had to curtail his visit from Delhi. But we had his deputy, Dr. Harman, Florian Harman, he visited Bangalore, and Mr. Tobias Gotthard, the State Economic Affairs Secretary, he went to Bangalore with a large delegation, especially focused on aerospace and defense. We have again a high-level visit coming up. The president of the Landtag, Dr. Agner, will be visiting Bangalore soon. So I feel that these visits are one part, but there is a sense of comfort both in the industry and in the government in working with each other that really provides the momentum to our relationship.
Yeah, the policy making and the stability in policy making is very, very important. And in that sense, it's important that, German companies look at India with a fresh perspective in terms of, what policy making and the stability in policy making has done in India and the progress it has been able to make because of it.
I think in India, we have not only stability in policy, but continuity in policy as well. Prime Minister Modi just entered his 25th years of being in the government in some capacity. Even in Berlin, with the changes in government, I think the commitment remains the same. There is, across the political spectrum, there is an agreement on India-Germany partnership being a strong pillar for stability, global stability, and that is quite visible. If you look at aerospace and defense, how things have changed over the last few years, the German side is very keen on expanding collaboration with with India in that sphere. Now that speaks for not only policy continuity and stability, but also new visions, exploring new horizons.
Okay, we can keep talking. There's so much talk as far as India and Germany is concerned, but we really, really want to take a couple of questions as well. If any questions you have for Mr. Shri Shatrughna Sinha from the audience, we'll be happy to take. Jorg has a question. Jorg.
As we all know, that India is a vibrant and very diverse country and as well the biggest democracy in the world. But quite often potential investors have the question regarding stability also for the future. So what does it mean for potential investors? How do you see and what is India doing to ensure stability and reliability for long-term investors in manufacturing and real estate projects also for the future?
Well, we just spoke about policy stability, and when I talk about policy stability, is not being dogmatic about some of our policy positions. We are very open and flexible. We listen to the industry. You must have heard about the tax reforms which the government introduced, and we have a new regime of GST 3.0 making taxation much easier, basically unlocking demand among the population through reduced tax rates. But that is one aspect. I think the state governments and the central government are working in tandem. They're working together for investors. If a German company indicates an interest in investing in India, let me assure you that there will be 5 states coming to you, competing with each other, providing you incentives, laying out the red carpet, and explaining different aspects of their policies. What that shows is reliability and stability is not a problem, because I think there is a lot of appetite for investments, and there's a lot of competition for investments. Investors should rest assured that the investments are not only safe, but you are investing in an economy which is the fastest growing economy in the world, which has a very young demography, and this demography will continue to consume, and the consumption will continue to grow over many decades. So this is a long-term aspect of your decision making, and please keep that in mind whenever you decide about India.
Oh, we have another question.
Thank you very much. It's very good that we hear a little bit about the still maybe sleeping giant, India. But we have noticed in Germany that, of course, now the new economic policies and priorities will probably enhance growth and give many new perspectives. My question is, what would be the 3 priorities of the Modi government to speed up the economic growth and the development of the country? And the second question, or maybe suggestion, is if you had to address a German politics, what would be your biggest wish to support India?
First of all, thank you, Mr. President, again for partnering in this event and bringing in the stakeholders to this platform. Regarding policy prescription for the German government, I think that is not my role. But what I would say is, I think there is a commitment from across the political spectrum here in Germany regarding deepening the partnership with India, and the old dogmas or prejudices are long gone. That is something which needs to be celebrated. Regarding our own priorities, I think skilling is a major priority for this government, and Prime Minister has spoken about the need to skill our youth. We have our new education policy also has incorporated several plans to improve skilling system in India. As we aspire to become a manufacturing hub, I think there is a lot of need to skill our people for the future job requirements. Second, India is also prioritizing AI. There is an AI India strategy, and our goal is to use AI for improving the quality of life of our people. AI for India is a priority. And there, I think the new sectors like semiconductors, electronics, all become very important. That is also a focus area. Government of India is offering a lot of incentives to boost these new high-tech sectors. And third sector, I think that will be music to your ears. That we are focusing on climate change, on sustainable development, and there's a lot of focus on making India a renewable energy superpower.
I have a question before we go any further. If there's any more questions, we'll take it as well. Bavaria is known as the center for high technology R&D. How is India tapping into that potential of Bavaria? We're here in Bavaria. How and what do you think are the obstacles?
Bavaria India partnership on technology, on education is going strong. Let me tell you that government of Bavaria itself has established something called Bavaria India Center for Educational Collaboration, and there is a buy-in center situated out of Hochschule Hof, and that is bringing a lot of universities together. So the university to university engagement is going on very strong from the Consulate General of India. Also, we are trying to connect several universities together. We are also, for example, the Fraunhofer India head is here, and Fraunhofer has now a center not only in Delhi or Gurgaon, but also in Bangalore. Between Department of Science and Technology in India and the German Ministry of Science, there are existing mechanisms where we have programs like 2+2, where an industry partner in India and university partner in India can collaborate with an industry partner and university partner in Germany, and that joint research is encouraged. So there are several platforms, there are several avenues, and I think both sides are really pushing it very hard.
We can take another question, one more question. Okay. Just one last thing. It's on the minds of so many people, so I had to ask as well. There is global supply chain reorientation that's happening. There's de-risking strategies at play. How do you think things are at the stage when it comes to Germany looking at India as an alternative to China, or complement China as well?
From my perspective, I see, as I mentioned earlier as well, there is tremendous interest in India among the German industry, and this has something to do also with the challenges faced elsewhere. They are all looking at India as a big market. Of course, we are the largest growing economy, fastest growing economy, and a large market, largest country in the world. My pitch to the German industry is when you come to India, when you make in India, you will be making not only for India, but also for the world. And there, the products made in India with our skills, our cost advantages will make you competitive elsewhere. And there, obviously, setting up manufacturing in India is important, but at the same time, making Indian companies a part of German supply chains is equally important. Many of the German products probably you will not be able to manufacture right away in India, but in sectors like, for example, defense, where Germany will be spending a lot over the next decade, there is an opportunity for our companies to participate and be a part of the German supply chains. This will bring in not only competitiveness, but ultimately it will provide value to the German taxpayer. So
Okay.
in infrastructure, machine manufacturing, aerospace, defense, I think the key is not only to take German companies to India, but also to provide opportunity for Indian companies to be a part of German supply chains.
Fair enough. We will leave it at that. We have a packed evening ahead. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for Shri Shatrughna Sinha. Thank you so much, sir, for taking time out to be with us here. And before I hand it back to the event, just to remind you again, 9th of October in Stuttgart is where the News9 Global Summit Germany edition is going to be taking place. Here is the TV9 network and News9 extending a big warm welcome to all of you from Bavaria. You can register for the summit, once we're done for the evening. We'll be happy to get as many of you over there in Stuttgart. So welcome to the News9 Global Summit Germany edition in Stuttgart. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. Thank you.